Hey everyone, it's Lissette here and welcome back to another video on my channel. So in this video, I wanted to do more of an organization video. So I have one of these carts that I bought from Amazon and I believe it is 15 drawer storage cart. And one of these drawers is just jammed packed with a lot of just glitters and just some craziness. Like this is one of the drawers that drives me insane. I have a lot of stuff in this drawer that I just kind of just threw in there. So I have everything from like flowers to glitters, and I have a lot of new stuff that I had gotten from AliExpress. So the first thing that I think I want to tackle in this drawer is all of the glitters. I had purchased this 30-piece container bead storage organizer, and I already have a drawer full of these little jars with all my glitters. Now I can keep the glitters in its original little tubes, but I really want my drawer to be consistent and all the same level because I'm just like that. So what I am going to do is I'm going to transfer all of these glitters into the jars. So this is my drawer that I have all my glitters in, and I have room to grow. So like I said, I'm going to transfer all of those new glitters into the smaller containers, and then whatever extra I have left over, because I do have a lot left over, I can use those to do my glitter mixes, my glitter gels, or even just do a couple of giveaways with these glitters. So after filling up all of the little jars, I start adding it into the drawer, and then I try to keep all of my whites, my pinks, my purples, blues, and so on. I keep all the colors together. It just helps me find the color that I want to look for better. So this took me so long just to try to complete this drawer, because I also kind of tried to do light to dark, and at certain points I just gave up and I just started sticking them wherever they ended up fitting within that color group. I did have some colors that didn't fit, which was these black ones. So I ended up just laying them on top towards the back, but this is what my drawer looks like for the glitters. So coming back to the original drawer, I am going to empty everything out and then I'm going to clean it. And then you guys might think I'm a little crazy on how I am going to organize it, but this is my method. And this is how I think it's going to work best for me. So I have a good amount of these 5-gram storage pots, and this is what I use to hold all of my glitter sequins, like butterflies, the little circles. I think I have like stars in here. I just have a whole bunch of different shapes. So I'm going to do a little DIY on the drawer. I am going to take some straws and a pink liner, like a decal paper, and I am going to line up the straws in the drawer and use these as dividers for those storage pots. So I use tape to hold down the straws, and then I stand up the little storage pots just so I can know the difference between each of the rows that I want to create. Before even starting this project, I did look at other options. Like I know a lot of people use those spice rack drawer liners that they get from like IKEA. And these little pots are smaller. Those hold 10-gram storage pots. The pots I'm using it for are 5 grams, so they're just way too small for those little spice rack drawer liners. So this I think is just more effective for me. So I did end up doing 2 of these drawers because I just had so much. I'm going to take some of the new glitter sequins that I got off of AliExpress, and then I am going to be placing them into the 5-gram containers. This once again took me a long time because the little sequins liked to stick to the inside plastic. And yeah, it was just like an all-day project, me trying to transfer everything and really just getting it into these little pots and really just trying to get everything organized. Now that I have everything inside these little storage pots, I am going to start adding them into these DIY drawers. And I ended up keeping all of my groups together, like all of my flowers, my hearts, the butterflies, and then I color coded within each category. I decided that I wanted each of the rows to be labeled, so I do take out my P-Touch and then I just label each of the rows of what they are, and it's just easier for me to see at a glance and then just look at what color I wanted to pick from that row. Now that is complete. The next thing I wanted to do was these dried flowers, and I had a good amount of them in that drawer. So what I really wanted to do for these was group all of the colors together and have it in one container. So I'm taking all of my purples and putting them in one container, my blues, putting them in one container. For me, it's just going to be so much easier to grab the color I want and see all the different types of shapes that I have for that color. And it's just going to be so much easier for me when I decide to do flower nails, just to grab it and, you know, and just go. And this is how all of the containers look. Each container has its color, and I'm just really happy with how they came out. It's just going to be so much easier for me when I want to do flower nails, just to grab the color, and then I could also grab the accent leaves and just choose which ones I want within that color group. So I do end up having space behind one of my sequins drawers, so I just ended up putting it towards the back and just lining them standing up, and they just fit perfectly right there. I do like to label all of my drawers, and I really wasn't sure what to label these as, so I did end up labeling it encapsulating sequins, because I do encapsulate all of these sequins when I do nails. So I just labeled that like that, and it's just so much more clean line, and it's just so easy for me to see all of the sequins that I have now. As always, thank you everyone for taking the time out to watch this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media accounts, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in the next one.